The good life, full of fun, seems to be the
Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another big exciting day in the cucina. How you doing? I want to make you guys something simple and easy. You know, so we think about spaghetti, which is awesome. But who doesn't like, you know, spaghetti and meatballs, if you will? But a lot of times you come home and you just don't have the time to make a sauce, you know, and let it cook for hours, right? I get that. So this is such a beautiful, simple, easy recipe. I mean, literally, it's like a 30 or 40-minute recipe, and it's not like you're killing yourself in the kitchen. So this is spaghetti with raw tomato. So in Italian, it's spaghetti al pomodoro crudo, which crudo means raw in spaghetti. Pomodoro means tomato, and then spaghetti, I think it's the same. Spaghetti, yeah, it's the same. So spaghetti's the same. I've got some beautiful ingredients. They're fresh, they're easy. This thing is just awesome. And the aroma of this, it'd just be fantastic. And I'm telling you, put this in front of the kids or the family, and everybody's gonna love it. And it looks like something that's, if you will, more than like you put a lot of effort and time into it, and you did it. It's just quick and delicious. So, which is just so beautiful in Italian cooking. So what do I got going on here? I got a pound of pasta, okay? So a pound of spaghetti. So you can use a small, like a capellini, you can use a fettuccine, you can use whatever you want in here, okay? But spaghetti is kind of how it's traditionally served. So I've got 1 pound of pasta, and generally here how this works is you want about a pound of tomato. So you're gonna about an equal amount of tomato and pasta is the general rule. We're gonna have salt, we're gonna have pepper, we're gonna have some garlic. Now I'm using 3 cloves. Why? Because I like garlic, okay? Now I've got some Parmesan cheese, and we're just gonna use that just to finish the top off. I mean, there's nothing better than that. And yeah, there's some missing, and yeah, it's right here in the belly, okay? And then we're gonna want salt and pepper, like I said. We're gonna want some basil. I'll tell you, is there an herb that is more aromatic than, I mean, right? You think of that, you know, mozzarella with basil and some tomato. Oh my God, you got the caprese salad. It's absolutely delicious. I always gotta do my plug. Now we're gonna use olive oil in this. And for you guys that maybe know us, and some of you that don't, I own an olive grove in Italy, and we make our own olive oil. My 2 boys, Vito and Joe's. Olive oil, truly a bottle of Italy. It's like a trip to Italy right in a bottle. It's absolutely delicious. It's peppery, it's earthy, it's definitely grassy, and Puglia makes the world's best olive oil. So it's always exciting to bring you what I think is the world's best olive oil to your home. You can get it on Amazon, Facebook. You can go on my website, Cooking Italian with Joe. Grab yourself a bottle. Absolutely delicious. So what do you say we get started? This is going to be simple and easy. I got water already going right here, okay? Now the water is going to take like 7 to 8 minutes. So what I did is I got the water going. I haven't salted it yet. I'm going to get my pasta over by the water, and then what I really want to do here is prep the tomatoes. So I got about 7 tomatoes here, and again, these are smaller tomatoes. They're not like a big, huge heirloom, you know, grosso grande tomato, right? What are they? They're a smaller tomato, and these are going to be perfect for today. We're going to cut them up, and we're going to put them right in this bowl. So again, bite size, maybe just a shy of a bite size. Okay, so here we go. We're going to pop these up. Let me get you some room, right? I got a sharpened knife here, and then we're just going to cut it right through. I'm going to cut it again in half. I'm going to cut those in half. Whoa, look at that, right? Don't mean to block you here, right? And then I'm going to cut this in 2. So just to show you, that is all I want right there. That's what I want. Tomatoes are done. Oh, does that smell awesome or what? So what we want to do now is we want to flavor and season these, okay? So real simple, I'm going to set the tomatoes aside. I'm going to put them right up in front. So I'm going to take some of my favorite herb here. Oh my God, I mean, it just reminds me of the beach, you know, with like a light wine, maybe like a really light white, you know, maybe their house on the beach in Italy, down Puglia, with a little caprese salad. Oh, I mean, you know, why am I here? Sometimes I'm here like, why am I here? So I'm going to grab about 10, or I'll stop. I'm going to grab about 10 of these guys off my little basil plant, which I never can get to live a long time. I get them and I love them, I talk to them, I water them, and they don't survive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to grab a couple more because those are small. I want to do a little bit more than julienne these, but So, because I want them really small, right? I want to get a hunk of it. So the general rule is you're just going to take these leaves, you're going to put them together, and then I'm going to fold them up and roll them. This is the easiest way to do it. You know, it's best, okay? And then you got a sharp knife, and these little bits you just throw in there, right? And then with your sharp knife, with it rolled up, you're gonna really thin, like really, really thin. And then when you look at this, see this? See, isn't that beautiful? So now you just got like a little strand, you got like a little strand there of just flavor, just nothing but flavor. Next, garlic. So what I'm gonna do here with the garlic is I'm gonna hammer that puppy. Take your knife, I got a great video on it. Just take your knife, hold it down, give it a little bit of a smack. Like say you're ticked off at a friend and you don't want to punch them, you just want to slap them. You know what I'm saying? So you got a little that going. That's it. Here you go. And I'm gonna do another one of those. I'm entertaining myself at this point. All right, so now same thing. I'm gonna get this garlic and I wanna cut this up small, really small, because I'm gonna leave it in there. I'm gonna leave it in. Same idea here. You're gonna get it nice, really thin, really thin. And now you're all up. Now listen, if you wanna give it a little bit of a mush, that's okay too, you know what I mean? Just to break it up a little bit more. It's beautiful, right? Because you wanna just break it up. You want all that oil and that flavor to come out. That's it. I got my tomatoes. I got my basil. Oh, I'm just gonna pop that right in there, right? Now I'm gonna take my garlic, right? Beautiful, right? Want everything, every little bit of morsel, right? Not I used to get it all right there, okay? Little piece jumped out. It's so fresh, it's jumping out of the bowl. All right, so there we go, right? Then I'm gonna put some salt. So, you know, I'm gonna say about half of a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt, okay? And I like to use that either gray sea salt or the Himalayan salt, okay? And then I'm gonna use some pepper. Now I happen to like a little extra pepper and I like a little bit of the fresh ground. So you're gonna use at least a teaspoon for my taste. Oh, how about some Vito and Joe's extra virgin, right? So I'm going to use about 3 to 4 tablespoons. I'm popping that in there, right? All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix it. I'm going to stir it up. Look at that. I'll tell you, the smell in here is awesome. Now I want this set for about 20, 30 minutes. So I marry all those flavors. How you doing? All right, so I've got the tomatoes set aside. Like I said, about 30 minutes. I've got my pasta water ready, so I'm gonna get this thing up. So what am I, I don't have a lid for this pot, so I'm just gonna take my tongs and plate. Now I wanna rapid boil. I wanna put a little, ideally, the master, right? I wanna put a little bit of flour in there and some salt. I want it the flavor of the sea. Water's at a boil, so I'm gonna pop my pasta in there, and then you just gotta stir it a little bit. So you get it in there, and we're gonna go probably 8 minutes. You know, you want the al dente pasta, okay? Which means it's just a little bit chewy. All right, guys, pasta's almost done. I'm gonna put a splash of Vito and Joe's olive oil, just so you can mix the pasta before. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up with our pasta, okay? So right out of there, we got it al dente. It's probably about 10 minutes. Don't worry about getting, water in there. I mean, you don't want a ton of water in there, but that's starchy flavor water. It's the flavor of your pasta, so it's fantastic. I wanna get a little bit of the olive oil all over the pasta, right? And then real light, I'm gonna hit some pepper. So again, you wanna flavor those layers, right? I'm gonna hit some pepper and a little bit of salt, not a lot, just a pinch. Just a little bit. Just a pinch, that's gonna dissolve. You got a little pasta water in there. Anyway, and that's gonna give you a nice flavor on the pasta. Now one of the things I like to do, again, so everything sticks, is I'm gonna use cheese twice. So I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese on there while it's hot, while I just oiled it. And what that's, oh, the Parmesan. Oh God, it smells good. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna allow everything to stick and melt right to the pasta. It's just a little family trick, okay? And then what I'm gonna do, real simple, I'm gonna take my tomatoes. So again, they're raw tomatoes, right? You're popping it right on top. Give a nice mix through. Oh, I'll tell you, the smell, unbelievable, right? And then just to make it perfect, if it could be any more perfect, right? I'm gonna hit it with some Parmesan on top. And then if I plate it individually, I'll probably hit a little Parmesan on top as well, which obviously we're gonna, okay? Gotta get a few picks first, right? So nice little Parmesan on top, and then I'm gonna use a little bit, I just hit up a little bit more of the basil, right? Just to finish the top off. Oh my God, is that unbelievable? All right guys, so without getting this all over my shirt, I'm gonna take a nice hunk of pasta. Ooh. And I want those tomatoes. Right? Oh, perfect. Oh, I'll tell you, the smell in here, incredible, right? I'm gonna hit it with a little cheese. I mean, how long does that take? Is that just the simplest thing in the world? All right guys, favorite part of the video, you know that. Just so you know, I am like dying sometimes during the video, just to taste it. The smell of this is phenomenal. So I want to grab some of those tomatoes that are raw with the garlic and get some basil. I mean, this is something you taste with your nose first, you know? What hits you right away is the aromatic basil, right? And the olive oil, the salt, the pepper. The garlic starts to come in right now. And pasta's cooked perfect at al dente, which is just absolutely perfect. Certainly something great for summer because you got the hot pasta and the cool tomato, you know, with that flavor of summer with the basil. Absolutely delicious. Guys, thanks so much for joining me for a phenomenal recipe. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great recipes. Don't forget to grab a bottle of olive oil on Facebook, certainly on Amazon, or right on our website, Cooking Italian with Joe. Punch in Vito and Joe's Italian olive oil. Grab a bottle for you and your family. Don't forget to set some traditions. Don't forget to celebrate your heritage. Don't forget to shut off the electronics. Spend some time with your family in the kitchen. Until next week, guys. Buon appetito.
Good life, full of fun,